So I just wanted to give you a short look at this quite impressive ancient Cetrek autopilot that I found. It's actually a friend of mine that's the owner, and he had some issues with it, so I promised to have a look at it, and now it seems to be working, at least in the lab. So I guess this is from the 70s sometime. Cetrek is the brand, and it consists of 3 units and this connection box, which actually also contains some voltage regulator and an H bridge for driving a motor or a valve, a couple of valves. The other units are the main operator panel, or whatever I should call it. The model name is 701. I actually found some documentation on this system, or at least on parts of it. It wasn't actually easy to find everything, and a few of the documents I have they are in really low resolution, so they are actually a bit tricky to read. Well, this is the main, let's say the main unit. This is both the user interface and the main electronics responsible for the keeping the course. Then there is this this is the rudder feedback unit. I guess it's internally it's just nothing more than a fancy potentiometer. It's just a voltage divider. It also has 2 limit switches at the outer limits. And then there is this compass unit, which is it's rather beautiful actually. So internally this is actually not much more than a regular compass. It's a bit hard to see, but maybe you can see the white line there. That is the compass disc, it's just a magnetic compass, and the disc is semi-transparent. It's also a gradient. So in the bottom you can see maybe here there are 2 lights, and they shine through the disc, through the compass disc, and there are 2 detectors at the top. So the function is actually quite simple. Yeah, I should also add there is a motor here which can turn this entire unit around. So the function is rather simple actually, which is kind of why I really like this unit. So let's see, where did I put it? Let me put this on pause for a minute. 5 minutes later. Now I found the document. So here is a regulator. This is really simple. It's a zener, a diode, a resistor, and a transistor. It outputs a fairly stable voltage. Not very stable though. It's about 10.5 volts. And this is the reference voltage for everything. So the reference voltage goes into this one, and when this is in the center, this one outputs half the reference voltage. This compass unit will output half the reference voltage when the compass is facing north, this position. Now it's a bit offset. Now it's pointing to the north. So when I set the system to standby mode, the 2 voltages from the rudder position sensor and the compass or compass setter are input to a comparator. It goes through a couple of amps and triggers, and it will then drive a motor. In this case, the motor is this motor in the base. So when the rudder is in center position, it's about here, the course setter or compass will chase that position. So if I turn the unit, it will lock to the position. There is a hysteresis, as you can see. I cannot, there is a possibility to adjust that. I haven't really tried this in real life this far. This is basically how it works while in standby mode. So the deal is you drive your boat, you manually maneuver it to the intended course, and then the compass unit or course setter will lock on to north. So actually the direction of the boat could be like this right now. So north would be in this direction. Then we set this one to drive, and what happens is the output, which was previously driving the motor of the compass, will now instead be driving the motor of the rudder. So in standby mode, the compass or course setter will chase the rudder, and now the rudder will chase the compass. So whenever there is an offset on the compass, the voltage will no longer be half reference voltage, and then the rudder will be adjusted to correct the course until the compass again points to north. This is so simple and so beautiful, and I haven't tried it myself, but I heard it works pretty well actually. Is it a modern autopilot? Not really, but it's probably good enough for a lot of purposes. And it's a beauty. I really like it.